Hello, gorgeous creatives. I'm so glad you're joining me. Today we're going to make alcohol ink planters. These are so cute and they're so easy. So what we're going to need is a mini applicator and some felt pads, alcohol inks, and some planters, whatever planters you want to use to decorate. And I forgot to put on here that you're also going to need some blending solution. So all we're going to do is take our planter, put the felt on the mini applicator, and start dripping your alcohol inks onto your applicator. Now, you want to put enough ink on there that it's going to cover your entire planter. So don't be chintzy with your ink now. Don't be all cheap. Alcohol ink lasts forever and it's only a couple bucks a bottle, so you can afford to really put some on there. But at the same time, don't put so much ink on there that it's going to drip and make a big mess, because that's just going to make it harder for you to decorate this planter. So mine is a round planter, very simple, it's on the smaller side, so it's very easy to decorate. But in a minute, I'm also going to show you how to decorate a rectangular planter. It's the same process, it's just a different shape. So you're going to want to put enough ink on here that it's going to cover your entire planter. You can see that my felt is pretty full. And the first thing that you want to do after that is drip some of your alcohol blending solution all over the outside of your container. That doesn't mean you have to go and cover every square centimeter of your container. It just means sprinkle some on. It helps the inks to kind of blend together. And I've heard that it also helps to have your inks adhere to your planter, to the surface. Teresa Kovalak, who I love to watch, and if you haven't seen her channel, I will try to remember to link to her below. She is absolutely amazing, and you will love her if you like alcohol inks. So I highly recommend her channel. She's the one that says to put the blending solution onto your surface, that it helps your ink stick better. And if Teresa says it, I believe it. She's amazing. So after you dribble your blending solution onto your container, you're going to want to take your felt applicator and just start adhering your inks. Just start daubing your inks all over your planter. It's very simple. I do it on one side and then kind of go around the planter when I first start, only so that the ink kind of changes as you put more and more on your planter. And that way you've got some of the fresh ink kind of all over the planter, so the colors stay a little bit more consistent. And you're not quite done once you do the outside of your planter. You want to remember to do the top, and do far enough down the inside, just a little bit, but do far enough down the inside that when you put your rocks or your soil or whatever you're going to put in your planter, fills your planter, that you're not going to see a white edge. You want the alcohol ink to go down far enough that it meets where your soil or your rocks or whatever covers the inside of your container. Otherwise, you're going to be left with an ugly white lip, and that's going to wind up being the focus of your piece, and you don't want that after spending time decorating such a cute little planter. So I go around and do the very top of my planter, make sure that it meets the alcohol inks that I've done around the outer edge of the planter, around the outer part of the planter. And then I just make sure that you can see here I'm doing it a little bit down on the inside of the planter, just to make sure that it's going to meet where my soil is. So now I'm just checking to make sure that there aren't any white spots, and I'm making sure that where I just decorated the lip of the planter comes all the way down and meets where I decorated the outside of the planter, because you don't want any white edges. That tends to draw the eye to them, no matter what color alcohol inks you use. So you really want to make sure that your alcohol inks cover the entire outside of your planter, and then it also covers up to the upper lip where you just decorated the top and the inner lip of your planter. Now, you don't have to use planters. This works on any glazed ceramic surface. So as long as you have a glazed ceramic surface, I've done ornaments. I've done tons of these planters as Christmas presents. They look really cute when you put a 2-inch succulent in them, and you can get those on Amazon. I just bought a bunch of them. I know that I got 5 2-inch succulents for $10, and that includes shipping. So they're really not very expensive, and they look adorable in these little planters. And these planters come 2 or 3 to a package for less than $15. So they're really inexpensive gifts. And everyone I've given one to really likes it. And succulents are so easy to take care of. I cannot keep a plant alive to save my life. I really cannot. But succulents are so easy because you only have to water them once a week or once every couple weeks. So they could not be easier. And if I can keep them alive, I have full faith that you can keep them alive. So their succulents are kind of the plants for dummies, I think. That's my own phrase. So don't worry about giving them to friends or family, especially if you don't know how well they can keep up with plants. All they've got to do is stick it in a windowsill, water it every couple weeks, and they're good to go, and they'll keep growing and be happy and live a long life. So that's what I've wound up doing with these planters. I'll try to remember to include a picture at the end so that you can see what the final project looks like. But on these alcohol ink planters, all you do is, here's the next one. We're going to go ahead and cover our felt again. This one's going to take a little bit more ink because there is a lot more surface area. So if you notice, I've changed from my round mini applicator to this is the rectangular mini applicator. I don't even know if it's a mini applicator since it's rectangular. I don't know. And I don't know why they're called mini because I haven't seen like a big old honkin' round applicator out there somewhere. But whatever the reason, they're called mini applicators. So I'm covering my felt. I'm putting quite a bit of ink on here because there is so much surface area to cover. And I'm just replacing the tops on my alcohol inks just so they don't dry out. And also so I don't get the tops confused and accidentally put a top that went on a green tube on a top that goes on a pink tube. And then I've got the green mixed in with the pink. So this way I keep my tops and my ink bottles separate. I know what goes to what. Really easy, takes less than a second to stick the top back on there and you're good to go. So I'm just finishing up putting on all of the alcohol ink onto my felt, and we're going to dribble some of this blending solution all around the edges again. You can see how much bigger this planter is than the first one. And in this one, I actually put 2 or 3 succulents in it, depending on what the succulents look like. The first one, the round planter I did, I can only put 1 succulent in there. But you can see how much ink I have on this felt piece because it's kind of, you can see kind of it's trailing off. And that's fine. It's not going to make a bit of difference once we're done. And the other thing I wanted to mention was on this planter, I really kind of wanted it to be pink and green with a little bit of blue. And one thing I have learned while working with alcohol inks is that if you put pink and blue together, you're going to wind up with a strong purple, and it's going to take over any green or lighter colors that you put on there. Just forewarn you, I just want you to be prepared because I always forget that every time I sit down to do something like this, and I always wind up with a strong purple, and I always wonder where my greens and blues went. And there's your answer. So this still turns out beautifully. You really can't mess these up. These are a great project for beginners, and they're even a great project to do with kids. If you have time to sit down with a kiddo, depending on their age, and help them a little bit, this is really a great project that you can do with them and really wind up with a beautiful piece that you can gift to someone when you're done. And it's a little out of the ordinary. People don't believe that you actually made this. It just looks very professional. It's very beautiful when you're done. So right now I'm just going around the edges, making sure everything's covered. You don't want, see how your eye is immediately drawn to those white edges around the top? You don't want those. So I'm just kind of going around covering those up. I'm going to cover more of the top edges here in a few minutes when I do the top lip. But for now, I'm making sure that none of the edges along the bottom or the sides have any of that white, because you can tell they draw your eye, and as soon as you cover them over with some alcohol ink, it immediately disappears and blends in with the rest of your planter. So on these, I opted to do all 3 sides. These hang on the wall, and I also opted to do the bottom because the bottom is a glazed surface, and I wanted to make sure that depending on the height that people chose to hang these, the bottom was decorated too. So that's the only reason I did that. You don't have to do the bottom, but I figured since it was glazed, it'd be easier to just do it so it all blended in together. But these are cool little planters. All you need is a couple of nails, and you just hang them on the wall, and you don't even have to use them as planters. I have a couple of these that I made that I actually store my art pens and pencils in, and they're fantastic for that. That way they don't take up any desk space, because I don't know about you, but my desk space is incredibly limited. So I don't want to waste any of that real estate on things that I could hang if I wanted to. So now I'm just checking to see if it's dry so I can flip it over and do the top edge. And I'm still getting a little bit on my fingers. You can see it came off on my glove. So I'm going to get my heat gun, and I'm going to use my heat gun to go over the surface of this. And I'm going to fast forward this video because it's really not that exciting, and I'm pretty sure you guys know how to use a heat gun. If not, it's just like a hairdryer. It just gets hotter, so you got to watch your fingers. And I'm just going over the surface of this entire planter, making sure that everything's dry. If I miss a spot, really not a big deal. I just want to make sure, especially that bottom piece is dry, that bottom panel. But if you miss some with the heat gun, it's not a big deal. It will dry on its own, and you don't have to use heat gun. I was just in a hurry because I wanted to get all of this done on a video. So now I'm checking to make sure nothing's coming off on my gloves, so I know that I got it all dry. I can put that edge down, and I can keep working on the top edge of my planter. See how easy and fun this is, you guys? This is totally something you could do while you sit and watch TV, or you listen to some awesome music. And the great thing is that alcohol inks don't take long to dry at all. So once it's dry, I take it outside. I put 2 coats of Kamar varnish on it. I let it dry for 15 minutes in between the light coats. And I do put very light coats on. So I'll put a coat of Kamar varnish on and let it dry for 15 minutes. I put a second coat of Kamar varnish on, let that dry for about an hour. Then I take some gloss clear acrylic spray. I spray them with a light coat. I let that dry for 15 minutes. Sometimes I put another coat on, sometimes I don't. If I don't, then I let it dry for about 2 hours, and you're good to go. You have your gift. You can immediately plant your succulents in there or use them for your pens or whatever you want to do with these. And they're good to go. It's not like using paint where you have to wait for it to dry for a couple of days. These are instantly ready. They're like insta-gifts. And what could be easier than that? What could make you want to make a gift more than that? Hello, easy and awesome. I love gifts like that. So, because it's really hard for me to wait for paint to dry, I am so impatient. So, this is a totally cool gift to give someone. I would love to get one of these from my friends or someone in my family. And they're quick. They don't cost much to make. You know, I don't know what else you could possibly want when you're making a gift for someone. So here I'm almost finished inking up the edges. And again, I'm doing that inner lip so that when I fill these with soil or with rocks for my cactus or my succulents, it's not going to leave an ugly white lip. It's going to be colored all the way down to where the rocks or the soil is. And I think that's really important. If you have that white lip, it really detracts from the piece, and your eye is immediately drawn toward that white spot rather than the container as a whole. And that's too bad when you've spent time making something for someone. And it doesn't matter what color your alcohol inks are, whether you do a dark color like this, or even if it's a light color like a pastel or a pearl, you'll still wind up having your eye drawn to a white spot. So you want to carefully go over and just make sure you didn't miss any spots once you're finished doing the entire piece. And at that point, they should be dry. because these dry almost instantaneously. If not, they dry within just a couple of minutes, or you can use your heat gun like I showed you to dry them real quick. And you don't have to cure them. You don't have to do anything special. They just dry on their own. So you'll finish up doing the inside of your lip, or your inner lip. I guess you don't want to do the inside of your lip. Just do the inner lip of your planter, because alcohol inks probably don't taste very good. I'm not suggesting you do the inside of your lip. And that's it. Now we're going to look at both of them together so you can see what they look like. And they're ready to be varnished and given as gifts. I'm so glad you joined me for this adventure. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you during the next video. Take good care. Bye for now.